it's George. This is going to be another Vinyl Finds. Got a stack of records I feel like talking about. A lot of these I've had for quite a while. A couple of months, some of these. But, you know, life happens and I just haven't gotten around to showing them. So I'm doing a little bit of catch up, but it is a stack of really great albums. You'll probably be hearing me say fantastic and great and amazing a lot. And, oh well. But anyway, first record I'm going to show is, talk about a fantastic record, Flamin Groovies, Teenage Head, from 1971 on Kama Sutra, which I believe is a subsidiary of Buddha. This record will just blow you out of the water. I have, you know, sort of I think the first two records from the Sire era, Shake Some Action from 76 and Flamin Groovies Now from 78, 79. But I didn't have any of the Roy Loney era stuff, and I'd heard it all before, but I kind of forgot how amazing it is. And I'm glad I've been reminded, you know, that I know this has been said about them before, so I know this isn't an original thought, but they're one of those bands that they manage to be so referential to their influences, but it's not overly derivative in a negative or off-putting way, which is really, really impressive. I mean, obviously the Sire era is maybe a little more Mersey beat sort of that British songwriting sensibility, but this is very much, you know, sort of rockabilly and twangy, influenced by, you know, sort of classic American music of the 50s. But anyway, yeah, this is just great. Teenage Head is just a stomping garage rock tour de force. It's just amazing. That song alone is worth the price of this record. Obviously inspiring, you know, the Canadian punky, power poppy band, whatever you want to call them. But then you kind of have some more subdued songs like Whiskey Woman, which is just amazing. It's real atmospheric and moody. And then you have like Evil Hearted Ada, which is like the greatest song the Cramps never wrote. That has a very like sort of Elvis Presley mystery train sort of driving rhythm to it. Yeah, this is just such a great record. Roy Loney is such a powerful singer. You really get the sense that they would have been amazing live during this era. But yeah, this is great. I ordered this off Discogs, and it was listed as a promo copy in shrink, which should have kind of been my first, because I don't know a ton about it, but I don't think a lot of promo copies were shrink wrapped in the US. I could be wrong, so don't, you know, feel free to correct me. But anyway, it's not a promo copy. It did come in the shrink, and then it had this notch, which I don't mind, but it wasn't disclosed. So I messaged them and was like, hey, you know, why was this listed as a promo copy and whatever? And anyway, they gave me a partial refund, and yeah, I'm really happy with this record. I did notice it has this like decal in reissues. It says Flamin Groovies on top of here, but not as a decal, just printed. And this is I don't know, first pressing, but a real early pressing. So I don't know if whoever had this made that, or if this is just kind of a thing they did that's real uncommon, but it's not seen anywhere on Discogs. So if anyone knows about that, let me know. I'm kind of curious. So Flamin Groovies, incredible. Another incredible record, Eddie and the Hot Rods, Teenage Depression from 1976. What a record. I mean, there's a few things I could do without. I could do without the cover of Get Out of Denver and 96 Tears and Gloria and Satisfaction, but they do a good cover of Kids Are Alright, and then the originals are just great. The title track is, whew, Something Else, Been Too Long, Why Can't It Be, Double Checking Woman, Get Across You, Horseplay. I mean, Horseplay, wow, what a song. Yeah, great record. Probably up there with my favorite of 1976, along with Flamin Groovies, Shake Some Action. I think both over the first Ramones record. Oh, don't tell anyone I said that. But yeah, what an album. This was sitting at a local store that I really don't go to that often. They don't get in new stock, and the stock they have already is a real sort of basic and usually kind of overpriced, but I kind of went in there out of curiosity, and this was just sitting there. I was like, wow, how long has this been waiting there? But it's real clean. A lot of times when I've seen pictures of other people's copies, there's a lot of ring wear. I don't know, something about how it was printed, but yeah, this is great on Island. This is, I mean, probably up there with Life on the Line. I think they're at about the same level. I don't know how much how good the album after Life on the Line is. What's that record called? Anyway, Eddie and the Hot Rods, amazing. This next one's probably the weakest of the bunch, but it's still good. I have found it very cheap, and I've kind of been starting to go down the glam rock rabbit hole a little bit. I didn't know a ton about this band. I know a lot of the hits, but that's the first Mott the Hoople record from 1969, 1970. It's got that real kind of textury, papery cardboard, cardboard cover that a lot of, I guess it is cardboard, I don't know, that a lot of sort of early 70s albums have. It's got that great cover. Oh, who's that one artist? I don't think he actually did this, but it looks just like his stuff. I have a... Anyway, it'll come to me probably right after I stop recording. But kind of like Eddie and the Hot Rods, I could kind of do without the cover of You Really Got Me. But the real standout on this album is the first song on side 2, Rock and Roll Queen. That song is really great. It's pretty long, but it doesn't really overstay its welcome. Yeah, so I think if from what I understand, this is maybe kind of the weakest or one of the weakest of their classic period. But if their next few records are better than this, I'm definitely gonna keep going with Mott the Hoople. I know like All the Young Dudes and Honolulu Boogie and those songs, but I'm not real, and I like those songs a lot, but I'm not real deep into them. So my first Mott the Hoople record, solid start, I'd say. This next one is another incredible record that I was really excited to get. Love's first album from '66 on Elektra, and it's got that, I think it has it, yeah. It's got that real cool looking Elektra company sleeve. That's great, isn't it? But yeah, this another stellar record. Obviously, I don't want to just keep listing songs for all these, but My Little Red Book, Can't Explain, not to be confused with The Who. A Message to Pretty's great. My Flash on You, No Matter What You Do, that's a great song. Probably my favorite version of Hey Joe, other than the Leaves version. Sign DC. I could do without, what's his name? Brian McLean? I can't remember how to pronounce it. I could do without, I think his songs on here are probably the weakest, like Mushroom Clouds. Not my favorite on here, but I've been listening to this nonstop, like that Flamin Groovies record, and I watched the Love documentary a while ago, which is just free on YouTube, and it was really kind of interesting, his relationship with Arthur Lee and their dynamic And kind of how by Love for Sale, it was just Arthur Lee and a bunch of hired guns. But yeah, what a great record. And this one, the cover is real clean. The vinyl isn't the greatest shape, but it, you know, sounds good to me. So great record. This was another cheapie like that, Mott the Hoople, and I was really surprised to see this. I think this was $12, if I remember right. And it's this Radiators from Space bootleg. Why would anyone get rid of this? It's so great. It's kind of interesting on the back. It says, recorded live December 17th, 1977 at South End Kersal on the Thin Lizzy Bad Reputation tour. So I don't know if they were on tour with Thin Lizzy or they just played a few shows with them or just that show. It says recorded direct from the sound desk. And this, you know, I mean, to me, this sounds really good. I have bootlegs that sound worse than that I keep around. So yeah, Sunday World, Roxy Girl, Press Gang, Prison Bars, Electric Shares, a great version of Television Screen, Party Line, their cover of Psychotic Reaction, and then it ends with Enemies. So it was just fantastic. I couldn't pass this up with how great of a band they were. I knew this wasn't, I mean, I guess I was kind of gambling on the sound quality, but you know, the performance is going to be great. And it's just generic. I think this is from the 90s or the early 2000s or something like that. But yeah, Radiators from Space live. Excuse me. Another kind of, well, not kind of, definitely a glam rock record that I picked up after that Mott the Hoople, and this one is really great. This is 1974, so the same year Bowie had Diamond Dogs out, and I think this holds up with Diamond Dogs, really. Slaughter on 10th Avenue by Mick Ronson. Talking about covers, he does open this with a cover of Love for Tender, or Love for Tender. That's an Elvis Costello song. Love Me Tender by Elvis Presley. And that is great. He does a really great version of that. Probably my favorite song on this is Only After Dark, which I think the one on the first or second Human League album, you know, before they had the Two Girls and Don't You Want Me, I think they covered that. Yeah, this is great. Pleasure Man / Hey Ma Get Papa, which is like 9 minutes long, but and normally I'm not into that long of a song, but it's great. Yeah. I think he has an album 75 as well. But really, I can't imagine it getting much better than this. Okay, we're in the home stretch. I got two more. This is a reissue. I don't know what year it is. But it sounds good to me. A reissue of First Small Faces record. Another one, I know I keep saying it. Amazing record. Shake, Come On Children, You Better Believe It, It's Too Late, One Night Stand, What You Gonna Do About It, Sorry She's Mine, that's maybe my favorite song on this record. You Need Lovin', Shalala, yeah. It's really, I got it used, but it's a very nice quality reissue. It feels really good. Yeah, I guess I don't have too much more to say about this other than if you haven't heard it, listen to it. I mean, I'm sure everyone who's bothering to watch some dork on YouTube talk about records already knows this album, but yeah, this is great. Small Faces. And then the last one I'm going to show is, oh shoot, where did it go? Oh, here, I found it. It's a copy of Reckless Eric, Big Smash. I'll say it again. Another fantastic record. The first album is, it's a 2 LP. So the first LP is his third album. which is great. You have a pop song, Broken Doll, Can I Be Your Hero is great. It'll Soon Be the Weekend, Strange Towns, excuse me, Good Conversation, Break My Mind. And then the second album, you get basically a sort of a comp, sort of a greatest hits type thing, but it's a lot of songs off his second album, The World According to Reckless Eric, and that stuff's great too. Let's Go to the Pictures. That is maybe my favorite Reckless Eric song. What's that one great lyric? The supporting film was shit. It should have never been made. It pursues a man in black in a stupid escapade. Just the best. Something about his songwriting is so charming and funny, and it can be sort of goofy lyrics, but it doesn't sound off-putting or strange. It just works perfectly in song. And then, you know, you get stuff like Whole Wide World and Wreckin' a Shree, Hit Miss Judy, I Wish It Would Rain, Brain Thieves, that's a great song. Semi-4 Singles, just, yeah. I Need a Situation, The Final Taxi. Yeah, I was really happy to get this. And this is another record that is, you know, this is $10, $12 record, which for 2 LPs of this fantastic of music, you know, is a real score. And this is, well, I'll show you the gatefold first, but this is, it's on Stiff Epic, and it is a promo copy. The labels aren't anything crazy to look at, but I will show you real quick. But kind of the cool thing about that is it came with this insert that I don't think regular copies have. Maybe they did, but I would assume this is just for the promo, because it's kind of a sort of a write-up, kind of hyping him up. But yeah, Reckless Eric. So anyway, that's all I got to show for now. Thanks for sticking with me and watching, and thanks to everyone who's watched the videos I've been doing with Joachim, our VC Greatest Ripoff sort of series. And anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.